Yesterday, I had all of my pre-op scans and tests for brain surgery, which is happening, well, 2 days from now, 3 days from then. So what was it like? I didn't have a huge opportunity to film or anything. One, I was super nervous and anxious. Two, they have pretty strict policies on cell phone usage. And three, they actually have you lock your phone into like a locker with your personal belongings before anything gets started. Totally regular. I have filmed at other facilities just because I know my way around there and it's usually a little bit more relaxed. I am not relaxed being a couple days out from brain surgery, which, my apologies. I really did want to film a lot of it so that other people knew what to expect going in. That was something that's really the whole point of why I share this, for transparency about my own experience, but also to fill you guys in. I couldn't find anything that I have found on the internet about pre-op or post-op or surgery itself is scary, and this was not a scary experience. I do not do well with needles. That is not new information. Hold on. I needed an MRI with and without contrast, a CT with and without contrast, and lab work done. The IV for this is usually the hardest part. They had scheduled me my MRI at 9, lab work in between, and CT at 1. When they started to do my IV on the first try, they were just kind of, I don't know if you can, no, it looks a lot better today, but they were kind of poking around in there. I started to feel faint, almost passed out. They brought someone else in, they put it in on the other arm, and then I was okay. But like I said, I was about to pass out, like ears were ringing, everything was blurry. So then we walked, I was like, I do feel better. I walked to where the MRI machine was, and I was like, I feel woozy, like I was feeling dizzy, my ears were ringing, whole 9 yards. So then they laid me down on the MRI machine table, started to feel better. Then I did my MRI. When I got out of the MRI machine, there was a wheelchair waiting for me. I had lost my walking privileges, rightfully so. So then they were able to bring me straight to CT because the whole IV thing, they knew I wasn't doing well with that. When I got to CT, I'm just yapping with the girls. They were so nice. I was having, honestly, a great time with them. And I kind of explained what had happened, and they're like, well, what do you have next? Like, do you have anything else today? I said, yeah, I have lab work, and I'm having brain surgery on Monday. And they were like, no, we're not sending you to the lab. We're going to see if we're going to get an RN and see if she can pull your blood from your IV. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, even if they can't, I love you guys so much for even trying. So she did that. An RN came in, the same RN who would put my IV in on the second try. She was fantastic. We're just yapping away, and she pulled my blood. I didn't even know. I literally had no idea that she was doing it. It was just done. That was fantastic. So 3 birds, 1 stone, 2 IVs later, and I was in and out, MRI, CT, and labs, and I was out in an hour and 45 minutes. World record, I think. That was fantastic. I don't know why they don't just take my blood from my IV every time I have one in. So much easier. Genuinely didn't feel it. And I'm sure in the comments, you're going to give me all the logistical reasons on why they don't do that. But I'm going to be rude right now. I don't want to hear it. I'm just saying that was a very nice, peaceful, pain-free experience doing it that way. And I'll leave it at that. We can agree to disagree. I don't even care if it was sanitary or not. I was just happy with the quality of service that I received from them. This was my first time at this facility. Beautiful. The artwork, the chairs, the interior design was so calming. It was just really nice. So then my parents had brought me down. We actually had spent the night in the city. So we spent the night and then went to the appointment thinking we were going to be there all day. Was out in an hour and 45 minutes. Went home, stopped and grabbed lunch, and then trucked back home. I had taken an Ativan for my anxiety for the MRI machine, but that kicked in like pretty late, later than usual, I feel like, and then I slept the whole way home. Tell you what, the neck pillow came in quite handy then. So if you are any of the people who's been in my comments saying you're gonna want a neck pillow for surgery, I didn't have surgery that day, but I'll tell you what, it came in handy. I broke her in and we are ready. We were ready for post-op. Honestly, I felt so much more anxious about that than I do for surgery day. I think it's because in my mind, it's going to be surgery day is get through the doors, get checked in, sign consent, which my surgeon's going to come and give me the good, the bad, the ugly, the worst case scenarios. If I can just get through that point without puking, throwing up, that's the same thing, puking, passing out, or running away, then I'm going to sign consent. They're going to put my IV in. They're going to give me some good juice. And then I'm going to go to sleep. And then if we're doing it the manifesting way, I'm going to wake up feeling great. I'm going to wake up ready to rip. I'm going to wake up, exceed everyone's expectations. PT is going to come in and clear me. And my surgeon's going to come in and say, girl, you are recovering the best I have ever seen. And then you know what's going to happen? The next day, discharge day, they're going to say, get this chick out of here. Let her go home. And you know what's going to happen? I'm going to go home. I'm going to rest. I'm going to heal. I'm going to love and snuggle on my baby girl. My husband and I are going to watch TV and relax. And then I'm going to start the healing process. That was not the energy I usually bring to the table. I don't care. I like it. I appreciate it. And I'm ready for it. We leave tomorrow. And I think, do I really want to go down this rabbit hole? Yes, I do. Tomorrow, the hardest part is going to be leaving Julia. Hands down. I'm going to be with Chris. So it's going to be, yeah, I haven't fully grasped that. Chris is home. I got to put away my secret gift for him so he doesn't see it. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. Your support and love means the world to me. And I will see you in the next video.